Hi, everyone. We're the Men in Blazers from the crap part of Soho. New Zealand, Rog, Taiwan, the Philippines. We're coming to you. I'm Michael Davies. This is Rog Bennett.
First of all, congratulations on giving Wales a bare-bottom spanking.
Oh, well, that was New Zealand,
yep.
not Taiwan. They did not give
They would have really killed Wales.
Oh, they would have really taken
After
the Philippines.
The game, don't get me started. After the game, the Welsh coach said that New Zealand are 15 years ahead of Wales in terms of how they think and train.
Wow.
So that is actually less further ahead than they are economically and politically.
Yeah. That's less. It's understated.
Much less understated.
So the football this weekend.
Massive.
We are now 12/38 of the way through the Premier League season. That's 6/19.
It's almost over.
Almost a third. That's in Western math. Huge game. I mean, one of the biggest games you think of on the fixture list of a season, Rog, is any Manchester United Arsenal fixture in the history of the Premier League.
Fist
before
fly,
that,
red cards are brandished, pizza
first
is thrown.
Huge fixture, Rog.
Yeah, but now it's a mid-table kind of
7th versus 9th, Rog. Not so big. And yet, both teams here looking for something, both managers looking to find their squads, find their form. You know, lots of players with individual scores to settle against their former teams.
Incredible
in some cases,
poetry and symmetry to their crapness.
Yeah.
2 beleaguered managers.
Yeah.
2 beleaguered strikers swapping teams.
Yes.
Not doing so good right now, either of them at the moment. 2 beleaguered Southampton defenders.
Luke Shaw and Callum Chambers, Rog.
Yeah.
Oh, were they worth the money?
And 2 beleaguered and really rather quite crap English totems in Jack Wilshere and Wayne Rooney.
Oh, we had a good game.
But this ultimately was just a mid-table scrap, David.
Yeah.
It really was, between 2 has-beens.
Yeah.
And it was one in a very I'd say it was a very Arsenal-y
It was a very
game.
Arsenal-y game. 56 minutes, Rog. Man United don't even muster a shot on goal.
But they don't need to.
No, they don't need to, because their first shot, Tony V shoots it. It's heading towards the corner flag.
They're playing Arsenal.
Frankly.
You don't need to shoot on goal.
I know. You get head towards the corner flag. It'll hit Kieran Gibbs, and it will go right in the net, Rog.
Yeah, and the first shot on goal United had came after Arsenal pushing up, as they do. Arsenal rules in full effect. When Arsenal have the ball in the penalty area, Davo, who's most likely to score?
The opposition. And that's certainly how the second goal came, Rog. It breaks to Fellaini passes to Di Maria, to Rooney. Rooney finishes, Rog, and then a terrifying celebration.
Yes, indeed. Don't look in his eyes. He's 75% Gorgon. You will turn to stone.
Yeah.
Arsenal threw on. A welcome return from Giroud, who did the most French thing possible.
I will score, and
a
it is
thing of
pointless.
beauty, but it was absolutely useless, and they went down 2-1. Moment of the match for me.
Yeah.
Tiny, weeny little Jack Wilshere and Oompa Loompa squaring up to
legs.
Fellaini.
Oh, he sort of went right in at this area, Rog. He munched.
Breastfed.
Yeah, he
breastfed on Marouane. You don't breastfeed on Marouane Fellaini.
Even Marouane Fellaini was confused about what the young Norwich Terrier was doing to him.
So very odd days for Arsenal. Their own board have come out and said Arsene Wenger is a genius, but he's a genius now who doesn't learn from his mistakes. Yeah. Or really, I mean, I think the leash now for Arsene Wenger getting thinner and thinner and thinner, would you say, David?
Yeah, maybe. You still worry about Arsenal. You know, there's a lot of calls into talk radio on the way out of the game. I was listening to British radio. And Arsenal fans who question Arsene Wenger are just, they are subjected to a torrent of abuse from other Arsenal fans who are going to stay loyal to the end.
As Nietzsche would say, life is about suffering and the meaning is about finding meaning in the suffering. That's what it means to be an Arsenal fan. United, I have to say, not really much better. Arsenal dominated, but somehow lost. You could say United played bravely on the counter-attack. That was their first away win for Louis van Gaal, and we will see this could just be another turning point, following another turning point, following another turning point, but we're yet to be convinced.
Truth. Meanwhile, down in South London, Rog, Crystal Palace 3, Liverpool 1, Selhurst Park, not a place that Brendan Rodgers will be looking to return on his holidays, I would imagine, this summer. It's turning out as a nightmare for him. Rog.
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool got off to the best possible start, 90 seconds.
Yes.
Ricky Lambert,
boyhood Liverpool fan, Rog.
Old boy Southampton connect in full effect, but they scored 2.
Way too early, Rog. Way too early. Even Neil Warnock in the post-match press conference said it was too early.
Yes,
Rog.
Indeed. Crystal Palace countered.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all Balassi. Compact.
What a player,
fast,
Rog.
intelligent. Liverpool had
forward thinking
power in the midfield. They had no pace at the back, and he tore them apart again and again and again. The pick of Palace's goals by the Australian Jedinak.
Jedinak, yes, with his fantastic full beard, Rog.
Yes, indeed.
Amazing.
Possibly the finest Australian athlete since Luke Longley.
Yeah.
3-1.
True.
No team likes to stick 3 on Liverpool like Crystal Palace, who did, it has to be said, play remarkably well. The whole game from a Liverpool perspective was just one long Steven Gerrard grimace in the rain. Watching Brendan Rodgers get soaked on the sideline, a reminder that fortunes can flip in football. In the second it takes you to get a new set of teeth.
Yeah, and we're worried about Raheem Sterling's form as well, Rog. Okay, other big game of the weekend, Chelsea 2, West Bromwich Albion 0. The game was really over at half-time, Rog. They just went into cruise control in the second half and knocked the ball around with possession. You know, it's that man again, Mr. Jazz Gloves, Diego Costa, a fantastic finish, maybe a little bit offside, Rog, but the way he brought it down on his
Dolly
chest.
Parton, it was absolutely beautiful.
Used his chest wonderfully, volleyed it.
And in those blue gloves, I've realised who he reminds me of.
Who?
My proctologist.
Really?
That should be his new nickname, Diego Costa.
Yeah.
The proctologist.
That's very good. So Chelsea cruising. Is it over, Rog? Is it over? They're 8 points clear of City. They're, I think, 6 points clear of Southampton, who only managed to draw this weekend.
I think it is.
Wow. God, I hope so.